All right, welcome back, everybody. I did a little running around and off camera and looking for stuff. I just didn't want to bore you guys at all. I just checked the cabins over there. I tore down some crates. There was nothing under them. There was like 3 crates. There's a stack of pallets over there. I had to take out 2 wolves, which was fine because I got food. We're heading into an Aurora, sadly, and I don't really want to mess with bears, Aurora bears and wolves, so I'm probably just going to spend the night here. I have plenty of wood on me now. See, that's what I got. I got some meat. I grabbed a couple of guts. There's another wolf over here. He was jumping me. I was looking for this one because he took off. As you can see, the blood trail here. He took off with my arrow. And I'm not sure where he went. So I didn't hit start because I was in the middle of 2 wolf attacks. And I was down here looking for the wolf when I started the recording. So that's all you really missed. I just was looking around. It's good to know there's some planks there. That's empty. I want to check that cache, man, but I don't know. I want my arrow. All right, well, the tracks kind of go this way. I'm hoping he died. I didn't hear him, but that's what I was kind of doing. I was just trying to find this fool. I mean, if worst case scenario, right? Tomorrow when it gets light out, I'll if the visibility's good, we'll see the crows. But I don't mind doing this at all because it's giving me some outdoor time. So I apologize about that. Like I said, you didn't miss anything. I couldn't get the hotkey on the because I literally had 2 wolves on me. One came from that side, I'm assuming was the one that hangs around the prepper cache, and the other one came from that side over by those cabins. I was like right in the middle on that walkway, and I was getting it from both sides. So I started looking for the fool, so I keep my arrow back, and that's when I popped on. So that was it. It was not overly exciting. You've all seen me kill a wolf before, so it's nothing new. All right, let's go ahead and get this sucker going. Sometimes it's a pain in the ass to click on it. This is all the wood I got from them from the crates. So I'm just gonna burn it up, man. We still got the bonus on the freaking fire too, so we're good. And I could forge shit if I really wanted to. You know, I really wish I bought some cloth. Wait a minute, no, I have a spare knife already in the camp office. I really wanted to get you know, a spare hatchet. I don't know. Not a big deal. Just wish there was some metal I could tear down here, you know. There's not. And I mean, I could run over to Bleak. We could go to Bleak. Hit lower Bleak. See, you'd think that stuff would be, you know, you think you'd be able to rip this stuff down for metal, right? Or like I said, cans even. I mean, give them a purpose. It's a can. It's a metal can. You know, or make it so that, you know, 4 cans gives you a piece of scrap metal. Or because, I mean, if I logged into my Stalker run right now, I could show you guys. I literally have 2 cabinets full of freaking cans, man. Because in Stalker, I won't eat them ruined if I don't have cooking 5. Unless I'm extremely desperate. And that has happened. But what I usually do is I just put them all on the shelves in the Quonset. And then later on, when I hit cooking 5, I can eat them all. You know, so I have the base stocked up with a bunch of cans. And then I end up with just a cabinet full of cans. But it is so freaking cool. Can I get a screenshot, guys? Just watch the noise. Here it comes. It's so nice, though, man. I love getting screenshots. I'm gonna put a website up for my channel, actually. You know, standalone website, and I'm working on it. I actually have the site done. I would just have to upload the files to a server and then change the paths. You know, so it knows where to see what, you know, where to get the images and all that shit. It's pretty easy. It's just HTML. It's nothing fancy. But I want to put like a photo album of the games I do on the channel. You know, with all the screenshots, and I'm going to make it so you guys can submit screenshots to the site as well. So it'll be kind of interactive, right? You'll get to upload screenshots, and I'll even let it, make it so that you guys can, tell, hey, this is blah 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 on the channel, whatever, and it'll tell who uploaded it, and then we'll get like a nice community scrapbook, so to speak, and it doesn't have to be the game I play. You can put submit screenshots to anything. If you got a game that you're playing that you really like, submit a screenshot. It might tickle my fancy enough where I go check the game out and play it on the channel, right? That's what this is about. It's community, man. I'm gonna rip the shelf down. We can tear up our hammer. We'd get 2 scrap metal, but that'd be 4 arrowheads. But because I got like 3 hammers. But, I mean, and they're repairable. I mean, I could, but then what I'll do is my dumb ass will forget it next time. So we'll just scrap that idea. I got enough arrowheads. Just wait till morning. See, I gotta sleep. I'm gonna pass some time here. Hopefully an Aurora Wolf don't come running through the freaking doorway here and eat my ass like an Oreo cookie again. That wouldn't be good. Leave my ass alone, fool. Alright. Got plenty of freaking time on that thing. Wait, I gotta cook a little food, man. And guess what I would have forgot, by the way. I would have forgot that pot, guys. I didn't just think of the food. Well, that's alright. Let's get some food cooked.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Then I'll just throw a little more wood on there. Go ahead and fill up. I think I got enough water for right now. Let me look. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a batch of water, sadly. Gonna be 2 freaking hours almost. That's, is what it is. Gotta have it, so kind of have to do it. I gotta do one more gamey wolf meat. Get all nice and filled up and stuff, and we'll go from there, man. Forge, get the furnace going. Oh yeah, man, we're doing good. I don't need to drink any teas. And we are also on day 256, man. We're approaching the 300 marker. And I will say this. I honestly felt like I wouldn't have been able to do this without some of the comments I've gotten throughout the series. The first and second and the third. It's a few people, but that's all it really takes. But they just kind of like made me, it just pushed me. You know what I'm saying? I was really, really like, there were some episodes I thought there's no way in hell I'm going to pull out of this, man. I mean, this series has been one freaking hell of a ride. If you guys know anyone that likes the long dark, I would, suggest, not just because it's my content, but it really had a lot of turbulent, episodes where it was just madness. And I thought for sure I was not going to make. There was one episode I was ready to just hang it up, man. Not hang it up as in me doing anything to, cause it, but it was, I could not in my head think of how I was going to get out of the situation. I think I like hypothermia, and I was not near the mountaineer's hut, and like I said, I was cold, and there was just a few ailments that I had. Food poisoning, I think, on top of that, and I couldn't heal it quick enough, and my health bar was like, my condition was like super freaking low. And I'm, thinking just from knowing the game and all the mechanics of it, there was no way in hell, and somehow I popped 2 stems to get back to the Timberwolf Mountain, to the hut, and it got rid of it, guys. I mean, so stems actually, yeah, they can help get rid of that crap. So I did not know that, and I'm thinking in my head, this is it, man. This run is over, and it ended up salvaging it somehow. And I'm not complaining either, because I was freaking out, man. I was like, oh boy, because I had so much work into that series up to that point too. I was like, I didn't want it to end to something stupid like freaking food poisoning and hypothermia. Just, I don't know. All right, so let me grab some torches out of here, because generally they're decent.
I'll do anything
Speaking of that, I'm gonna go in here and I'm just gonna, I'll leave these here. I mean, I'll always be able to use them. I just might get some of these lower quality ones and to pull some new ones out of here. I'm not gonna take shit. Like I said, I don't care if I throw these torches here because, you know, when I come back to forge, I'll have some sticks, right? It's not a waste. I want good torches. Yeah, I can deal with these torches. These are good torches. All right, got that one. Grab one more, I think. That should be plenty. I'm not going to be able to carry this torch with me because of our friend Mr. Weather out here. I mean, I could try to pass some time. Don't really want to... I don't have anything really to throw in here. Got like 3 wood. Oh, maybe I'll just cook some more water. Just trying to think in my head, what would Jesus do? Muller used to say that when I was a kid. Oh God, it was so funny. You guys got to remember, I'm older, so I came from a different generation y'all used to, and I get it. I do. It's just I don't get it, but I get it. And I think it's funny. You know, when I talk to people from, you know, out of Gen, well, I'd be Gen X, right? You know, we drank from garden hoses and we didn't have to wear seatbelts. You know, we rode the back of pickup truck beds and you know, we didn't have shirts with labels that said "take the baby out before putting this in the washer," or we didn't have keychains that you get at Aaron's when you buy a lawnmower that has a circle with a line through it, showing you not to run over your baby. I'm just saying we didn't have that shit, man. That's all. You know, we weren't pussies. And I mean, don't mean it in a insulting fashion here, guys. What I'm saying is it was just, our generation didn't subscribe to, you know, we didn't have social media. We didn't have, well, we had computers, but they were like so infant, they weren't, you know. But what I'm getting at is we went outside and climbed trees 60 feet up and get to the top and we'd be swinging on them. You know what I mean? That's how we got our entertainment. Bruises, broken bones, and stupid shit, really. So, no offense to anybody. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying you guys are pussies. I'm just saying our generation was just like, we were just a tough, we were brought up differently. We didn't have the things you guys have. And I feel bad because your generation is not bad people at all. It's just the newer generation just doesn't understand my generation, and I don't understand your generation as well. So it kind of works both ways, right? I don't push my beliefs on anybody. You do what you got to do, man. I'll do what I got to do. But I don't bend my will. I certainly don't prescribe to that go along to get along mentality and all that they do today. They want everybody in the same like political. Did you guys hear that, man? They want everybody in the same mindset, you know. They want to control everybody. I mean, I grew up, I had black friends, Chinese friends, lesbian friends, gay friends. I didn't give a shit who you were or what you did. You know, it's not my business. I just get really mad at people for that. You know, my generation, when I was younger, I would tell them, you know, what do you really give a shit what that guy does or what that woman does? It's not your business. They're happy, leave them the hell alone, man. You know what I'm saying, guys? Doesn't directly affect you. So what the hell does it really matter to you, you know? I think people just need to stop worrying about what everyone else is doing and just concentrate what the hell they're doing. I think that the whole planet would be a better place right now. Everyone's just off their fucking rocker sometimes, I swear. It's like, holy crap, man. Yeah, that's what I kind of thought was going to happen. I'm going to get caught in some snow here. It's all right, the tracks are right up ahead. Got these feathers. But I'm not frantic about that stuff. I love everybody, man. So don't take anything I say ever offensive. It's not what I meant. Just saying our generation was crazy. It's just the way it was back then, man. I mean, shit, if I wasn't in the emergency room every couple of weeks, yeah, they probably would call the house and ask my parents if I was alive because I was in there all the time. I lived at the freaking emergency room, man. You name it. I broke the bone as a child, let me tell you. Cut my head wide open. I was hiding under a Mr. Turtle swimming pool, you know, those plastic ones for kids. And it was empty, and I flipped it over, and my cousin was riding he had a Mongoose pedal bike, you know, one of the nice ones with the bars on the front. You could do, like, I don't know, all those tricks they did. I wasn't into that shit, but, you know, flipping it and flipping your wheels around and making it stand up on the front tire, doing all these weird tricks. And anyway, I was running from him, and I was hiding under the pool, and I lifted up the side of the pool, and he was coming along on his bike and took the bolt to the front tire literally took a chunk out of my head. There was blood. Like it was like watching the movie Carrie when they dumped that bucket of blood on her head. That's how bad I was, just covered. My shirt was just, you could see it just quickly expanding. I mean, the blood loss was just incredible. Like an ambulance got there, and they, you know, my mother held a really, my aunt too, they both held a cloth on it and just pushed on it, you know, put pressure on it. Got it to slow down. When the ambulance got there, they hit it with some weird, I don't know, it was like a pack. They broke it in half and held it there. And then when he pulled it off, the blood stopped. I mean, because it was flowing. Like, they even told my mother that like another 15 minutes and I probably would have bled out. That's how much blood I was losing. And that was just one episode. I fell down a tree one time. I was climbing a pine tree, and what we did was we put nails in the side of the tree to use as little foot pegs so we could climb up the tree to get to where the branches started. Well, my leg was against it, and I slipped. And my leg was right against the tree, and there was two nails that we made for one footstep, right? They were next to each other. And they stuck out about 3 inches. And, yeah, dudes, it's just two massive cuts. And again, I was told, you know, my mother said, the doctor said that it was a paper. I missed the artery, my femoral artery, by like a little tiny bit. And then there was another time I was running in the woods, and which we did a lot. We had a lot of swamps around my parents' property. You know, it's out in the woods, and there would be frogs, ponds in there. And I was running, and I got a branch stick right in my freaking eye. And, yeah, it was pretty brutal. I got it in the corner of the eye. It wasn't a big branch, but there was a piece of the branch in my eye when I got to the emergency room. Did you guys see that shit? Son of a bitch. Not another one, man. That's 2 now. Dudes, I hit that son of a bitch, man. But yeah, there was blood everywhere again. It was, yeah, I mean, dudes, I'm not kidding. Like building ramps with bikes. You know, our generation was just different. It's all I can tell you guys. It was the America a lot of people today have not seen. And that's the sad part, because it was a beautiful place. Everybody got along. There was none of this pandering crap, and it just was a different place, a different time. And you would have had to have been there and experienced it. Is this the same wolf, or is this a different asshole? Do you guys see an arrow sticking out of this jerk, or what? I mean, they generally don't ever re-attack. I got this one, so it's only one arrow, right? Yeah, I picked up arrow, so yeah, that's not him. All right, well, the train's down that way. I'll grab 2 of these, because I don't know how long we're going to be stuck down here. Yeah, I wish some of the younger generation would have seen that America, not this frickin' lunatic frickin' asylum we're living in now, man. Those things are off the frickin' charts, rotten, man, rotten, just rotten. I cry when I think about it, guys. I do. I mean that. I love this country. I always have. You know, I'm proud of my country, proud of my culture, proud of my heritage. You know, And if you're in another country, you should be proud of that one too. Even if it's gone rotten. You know, always stand. United we stand, divided we fall. I still got cattails over there I could get, guys. There's a burdock over there. Oh, shit, I never grabbed that sapling. That's all right. I don't really need it. And I just need to warm up a little bit. Cook some food down here in this train car. Because I stink to high heavens, and that bear could be anywhere around here. He likes to roam around this train car up here. I've come nose to nose with him right outside the door here a couple times. He's a rotten bastard. But anyway, enough ranting about my generation. We were crazy. Let's just leave it at that. Crazy. Every single one of us. My God, man. Thirsty's all hell today.
Can you eat trees? Because I'm gonna.
All right. We're here. It's actually not that bad out. See, I lost some temp. Wolf attacks didn't help any. I mean, I figured I was going to suffer a little damage on that, but that's fine. Not that terrible. We're at, 43. Could be worse. Could be 27 again. Yeah, we still got that crap too. See this? I'm not gonna do this. I've already, you can still, I don't know, it connects somehow. I don't know what I did. And then when I did that, I did this part. This went away. It wasn't in my journal anymore. And it was showing completed. So I don't know if that was a bug or... I'll find out though later. Okay, we got Maglion's time here. Sweet. Some paper on the floor there too I could burn.
One little fire.
Yeah, I ran down today and got a bunch of junk food. Which I don't eat. I tend to avoid it, but... My wallet's a little thin, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta... watch my dollars. Holding on by a thread, guys. Something happens here and I'm basically homeless, so I'm trying to prevent that scenario from taking place. Because that would suck. Homeless with 2 dogs, nowhere to put my shit. That would be heartbreaking because I got a lot of stuff I don't want to part with. That was my wife and I's. And with her passing away, they have... a lot of the stuff has sentimental value when we were together for, 32 years, so. All right. There's not a day that goes by where, I don't tell her I love her, because I do, and I miss her. I talk to her. I know somewhere in the spirit world she can hear me. So I take some comfort in that, That's kind of the way I have to deal with the grief, you know what I'm saying? It's a terrible thing. Wishing on nobody. I mean, I didn't think I'd be 56 and be a freaking widower. But here I am, so gotta kind of... I hate when they redid the appearances of this train car. If you guys remember, they totally changed the appearances of this stuff. And ever since they've done that, this has been an issue. And you think they would have fixed it by now. Like when you put shit down, it goes in the floor. Your bedroll's a pain in the ass to put down. You can't find nothing. It's just... You have to put it on these little rails. See? Now I gotta find where this freaking meat is. No, there's one more. Alright, that should be it. And I got 2 arrows. That's 2 arrows I lost in this excursion. I'm gaining 8 and losing 2. Sucks. And the weather's not cooperating. I would have went back and looked for it.
Can't be far behind.
I'll go see if we can hear crows. I doubt it, though.
I would drink to...
Gotta heat up a tea, I think. Bag ass to, Mystery Lake. Boy. Getting low on. I gotta start really hitting the riceys when I see them. This is probably not gonna stay lit. I'll grab this just in case. He's turning around too, son of a bitch. Well, I don't need that shit that bad. It can stay right there. It'll be there for another time. I don't need him on me right now. I gotta run. Torch went out too. I mean, I got warming up. He should back up. He should back off. He's not gonna. He's far enough away. He won't bother me. He would have hunted me down though. I would have had to go back to the train car, and I don't know. I don't want to push the hey, does the bear get in the train car philosophy either, because my lucky will. Some freaky reason he'll just bust through the freaking door and eat me. All right, man. Moving along. After this, I'm gonna make me something to eat. I don't know what yet, but it's gonna be something. I was gonna get some sour cream, make some ranch. Because I got these buffalo bites. I don't normally. I'm not a bone out. You know, like the nuggets with no bone. I like traditional bone-in wings. You know, big ones though, not them little frickin' pigeon ones they try pushing off on all these chain restaurants. Big ass ones. You know, you cook them. I got a fryer later, and I cook them for exactly 9 minutes at 360, and they come out perfect because they're never frozen. I go to a butcher to get them. And, yeah, you cook those fresh right in that fryer like that. And you hit them when they come out right away with some salt and pepper. I don't care what anybody says. You salt and pepper them, man, okay? It's just the way it is. I don't care if you put barbecue sauce on them or you're putting hot sauce. Salt and pepper to son bitches. Flip around in a bowl. Flippy, flippy, flippy. And add your sauce and flippy, flippy, flippy that. And that salt and pepper is going to elevate the flavor of the hot sauce and the barbecue sauce, believe it or not. And actually gives it a little more heat. Because, like, if you use Frank's Red Hot or like the buffalo sauce or whatever, which is great, I use it all the time. It does help the flavor profile a little bit. Plus, I like to have, usually when I make wings, I have 4 with plain, just salt and pepper wings. I love salt and pepper wings. Especially fresh out of the fryer, nice and crispy, super juicy. I mean, these ones I get, guys, you bite into them. And because it's organic, there's no chemicals, no bullshit. You bite into them and the juices just flow. They're so juicy and crispy. That's the key to wings, right there. That's how you cook them. A lot of people tend to overcook wings and then they dry out. And I don't like dry wings. But 360 in my, well, 365 actually. I set it to. And I let it get up to 365 and I wait like 5-10 minutes when I see it's at 365. And that's when I put them in. And I always wait a little bit before batches and make sure the temp's back up. Because when you throw a product, and I usually like the wings to sit out and get room temp a little bit. But the temperature still does drop. Sometimes it recuperates in that 9 minutes. Sometimes it don't, you know. Depends on the temperature of the wings when you throw them in the grease. But I love wings. I used to go all over different restaurants when I lived in Massachusetts. And I'd go to different restaurants, you know, mom and pops, a lot of mom and pops, because there's a lot there still. Back when I was there, that was, you know, going on 17 years ago. I was in Mass. Spent 16 years with my wife in Florida, and then now I'm here in Oklahoma. So. I'm gonna buy some wood. I'm gonna turn my truck into a little mini apartment, man. I'm gonna put some I'm gonna put like a table in it, a fold out bed, storage, a place to cook. I'm gonna actually increase the power because I got an inverter. So if I had to sit, I could actually cook.
It's so
It's a
cold.
5,000 watt, 12 volt to
Lay down.
120 inverter, so I could run a lot with that. I could run, a lot. I could run a microwave, a coffee pot. I could run, a skillet, and I just want to have it in case something, happens. I'm not going to be, at least I'll have somewhere to sleep, right? I mean, that's the big, and cook, storage is, come a long way. I could get an inverter, and store some power too, so I could run one of those small, like 12 volt. I could do a reverse 120 to 12 volt inverter as well, and I could like hook up a little mini cooler fridge, right? Because they have them now, and they don't really use a lot of power, and they keep your food really really cold. I've watched many reviews. 'Cause I'm big into bushcraft and survival stuff, and also tiny home type crap. I like a lot of the ideas people come up with, because in these turbulent times, boy, it's just nice to have that knowledge. I am working on getting foods that hold well too. And I know it's not good for you, but that spam has an incredible shelf life. And also, another thing that a lot of people don't think of is bouillon cubes. They're abundant. They last a long time. They stay good for a long time, and you can use them later because a lot of people stockpile rice and beans. Well, all you take your beef bouillon cube or your chicken, whatever one you prefer, and you add that broth to your rice, and now your rice dish is restaurant good. It's good stuff. It's not crap, right? I got food outside, but I should be able to sleep. I should have plenty of calories. Yeah, I do. Just go ahead and sleep. I'll run outside and eat. But anything that holds well, tomato stuff does really good. Just because of the makeup of the tomatoes themselves and the acids and stuff, but they hold well in cans. So, tomato sauces, spaghetti sauces, canned stuff, not the jarred stuff. You can get the jarred stuff, but they do expire. Because the jarring process isn't like it was old school days, right? But the canned stuff you can get, beans and rice, but you got to store them and make sure that you put moisture packs in them. You can use, you can make little moisture packets to seal in them. You just go ahead on YouTube and Google that. I can't remember exactly. I think it's baking soda or something else. But you put it in a little make a little like bag like out of cheesecloth or something. You put it in there with your rice, and it keeps the moisture out of it. So it increases your shelf life pretty tremendously. And it's just good to have backup food. I mean, you never know when something happens. And you can also eat your stockpile. You don't have to feel like you're just going to hold on to it and it's going to be, it's just eat it, just replace it, right? So it's not like you're going to be putting yourself out. You're just going to have stuff on hand if something goes to shit, right? Toilet paper, water, stupid stuff like that you want. Batteries, flashlights, lanterns, heat sources, something to cook on. Little butane stove. They're cheap on Amazon. I get them for like $30. You just hook a little butane can up to it and you can have something to cook on. That's basically the stuff I have. Well, I have a lot of machetes and knives and different survival things. Ferro rods, start fires with. I got magnesium for fire starting if it's wet. I got the little fire plugs that make starting a fire just a lot easier. In conditions that might be a little bit not so desirable. Because if I had to hit the woods, I got a tent. You know what I'm saying? I got all the survivals of hatchets. You name it. I got all that stuff. Fishing equipment. Got a little tackle box in my survival bag. Got a nice full like a telescopic fishing pole that can catch up to 20 pounds. And I tested it. The thing works really super nice. It's open face too, which I love. Some people can't use the open face poles, but I can't stand not having them. I can cast so much better with them. Plus, if you ever gone fly fishing in a river, you kind of need it. You don't put a fly rod together and have a freaking stupid closed face. This don't work. All right. Days are slowly creeping up here, man.
I can't feel my feet.
You shut up, man. Yeah, fool. I'm gonna eat this. It's 19 calories. Been sitting here on my porch for hell, I don't even know. Let's pick this place up, man. Like a freaking mess. Let's pick it up and put it inside somewhere or something. I don't know.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
How many calories I got? Didn't have a whole lot. What's got left? Yeah, it didn't have too much. We are running a little low on food here. Rabbit. It's been sitting here forever. Look at it. Oh my god, it's like completely nasty looking. Like, why would I eat this? I can't put it in there. I really don't want stuff all over the floor either. I want to try to get some. Are these gonna? Yeah, they delete. So I kind of have to drop them on the floor because there is a use for them. You can eat them. One of the viewers was telling me you can eat them. You can get food poisoning. But if you already had food poisoning, then eating these would be beneficial, right? Because then it doesn't matter. You already got the food poisoning. So it's sort of like the when you eat something nasty and you get food poisoning and you pop your antibiotics, sleep 10 hours and you're all set, right? So okay, we need that. I gotta make some rods. I gotta replenish my frickin' arrows, thanks to the two idiots. Well, maybe someday we'll be walking through there and I'll see the arrow sitting there on the ground because the wolf will spawn eventually. So I got time to make a couple. Let's go ahead and do that. I'll get maybe 3, maybe another one, and I don't know, I doubt it. Let this spin around, see what we get. Yeah, it's too late now. Surprised it may let that one go all the way, to be honest. I'm gonna go ahead and drink a little bit just to prevent the tick from biting at my condition. Don't need that. We're all up here and we're gonna sleep. Just had a lot of outdoor time, so should be good. We pass some time. If I gotta take a little bit of damage, that's fine. I could drink a tea if I had to, but I don't think I really need to. So that's Chatty Betty today, guys. I do that every now and then. I just get in the mood right. I just feel like chatting. Feel like babbling a little bit. It's all right. All righty, man. Go ahead and eat this 360 calories. We'll eat these silly acorns. Because I'm sick of looking at them. They're ugly, man. All right, so got that. Not totally. I'll just sleep for 6 hours. Wake up and see where we're at here. We got arrows, though. I got to get down there and finish these arrows up. Check my bow. See what condition it's in. Should be good. 85%. I could deal with that. Shit, I gotta eat something. All right, let's go out here. I'm gonna have to cook some food. This is what it is. Too bad there's a little issue here. I ain't got no fuel. I gotta eat. Oh, there's not shit on here. Well, let's see where we're at after I make a few more arrows. Where my, I don't want to get too close because then I won't, I don't want to drop well fed trying to cook. So we'll go ahead and do these. I got to go outside and do a little hunting. These rabbits. I don't like messing with the freaking deer just because they like to take off with my arrows, man. I have to figure the deer out. I need practice on deer. I have an issue with shooting them and missing. I know where their spots are. I'm impatient is what it is. And I like to get too close. We'll just go up here and scope it out. We're chilling at 9 arrows. It's not terrible. I'd have 11. Wasn't for the 2 idiots taking off my arrows. That's all right. You know, I do my damnedest to recover all my arrows, but sometimes it's just, you got to say to yourself, okay, if I go looking for this thing and I get hit with a blizzard and I end up whiteout blizzard and I get lost, is it worth me looking for that 1 arrow, or just do the right thing and retreat to safety and, go back at a later time and look? Put this away while I'm grabbing this. It's easier to loot. I mean, you can loot with the bow. It's just annoys me. The noises it makes and stuff. But being a Stalker player, I kind of got accustomed to guns. Although I will, like I said, I am going to be implementing the bow into my Stalker runs because I think, it would allow me to keep the ammo stockpile bigger, right? Yeah, we got some rabbits over here. I have some fire hardened arrows. I got to make some more of those probably. But I do need rabbits. I do need food, so it's kind of a win-win right at this very particular moment. He's running that way. That clown's running that way. All right, we'll just duck down here. Be patient. See if I can hit him from here. Now, see, it did this to me the other day. I have to pop up and then down. It's doing it right now, guys. It's bugged. I cannot. Just doesn't want to. No other weapons in inventory. Yeah, and I can't hit shift either. I'm literally stuck, dude. I've had this happen. I'm telling you guys, the bugs sometimes, this game can annoy the piss right out of you. There's nothing I can do. Like, see? Clicky, clicky. Hit my button, hit my shift, hit my eye. That's all it's letting me do, man. Maybe I can go in here and equip it. All right. Shit. Didn't mean to shoot the damn thing. Thank God it didn't lock me, because I hate it when it does that, man. All right, I got that turd. Grab my arrow. Let me get this one. Oh. He kind of stood up. He's like, what the hell's going on, man? I hate killing rabbits. I love rabbits. Sorry, little buddy. Gotta eat, man. And what's on the menu tonight, fool? Can't get something else. I could go up top and check for ptarmigans and then cook them up in there. They should be back by now. It's been a long time since I killed them up there. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go up there and check for ptarmigans. I don't have any calories though. I'm getting kind of low. I got some of these. We'll do this. We'll buy some time. It's just the mere act of walking up there is going to burn calories, so I won't lay on the stamina. Yeah. So you could go into your inventory if that happens and just double click on it and it freed it up. I don't know what the hell does that. There's also a nasty bug like that with a match. You pull a match out and you go to light it, and then it'll and that one you have to absolutely have to take a rollback, because you have to exit. You have to leave the game. Control Alt Delete, man. Right out. That's all you can do. End task. when that happens. And it also happens when you're cooking. If you guys saw that one video, I actually had it happen. Both instances happening on my series. And that bug's been in the game for a long time. I've had that happen a dozen times. You know, I mean, it's not super common, but it does happen, and it's really annoying because, like I said, you know, if you didn't save, like the one time it happened to me, I was way the hell out in transfer pass. I just got there. And as you know, transfer past the train station does not load you in. So it doesn't save. You would have had to go inside and sleep. So I didn't get that far. I stopped because it was freezing, and I was like halfway across the train tracks. And I just wanted to heat something up real quick and, you know, like a coffee or something. And I went to pull the match out and it did that. And I had to go all the way back to Mystery Lake, man. I was so pissed. It's a lot of foot traffic to lose, man. Because I didn't save. I just coffeeed all the way from Mystery Lake, all the way to frickin' train. Shit. I got Babbling and these idiots they're gonna all leave. That's not my fire hardened arrow, but... Well, we got one of the turds.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Alright, I don't need no rocks, man. Go up here and we'll harvest our bounty and cook it up, and... maybe I can find a wolf or something. Still got arrows I can make, too. I didn't make them all. Got Babbling and with you guys, and I did totally just... borked on what I was doing there. I was thinking, oh, I'm just heading up to the tower. That's alright. God, going up these stairs makes me dizzy, man.
My fingers feel numb.
Yep, that'd be something I'd leave there. Not a whole lot of wood, but there is some in here. Let's see, 1 hour and 57 minutes should not work well fast, boy. No. You ain't get me, fool. Just wasted time doing that, too, because it doesn't, like, continue where you left off with the wood. You know, start right back from the freaking beginning. See? Stupid. Always said that was kind of stupid. Should kind of keep track of what I already got into it, right? So what I'll do is I'll just harvest the meat off these guys. Not much on this one. It's 5 minutes. I mean, it's minuscule amount on this guy. We got some food back on the steps, so I think there's a couple pieces of venison over there. Okay, what the hell? Alright. That was just kind of weird. Alright, whatever. And we'll get the timer again. I'll beat up this table. Yeah, this guy's not got a lot, but I guess the three of them together will add up. They cook pretty quick. All right. Look at mag ones. That'd be neat. All right. That'll probably work. Get this chair. Kind of in the way anyway. I usually get rid of them. All right, that'll work. 100% the stick and a mat, so let's go for that.
Come on, little fire.
Match and a stick. Stick and a match.
I could eat a horse.
Way too much. Perfect. We should do 2 at a time on this one. That helps. I know, pup. We're almost done with the video. All right, well, I'm going to finish cooking this food, guys. So please like, comment, subscribe. I would appreciate it immensely. And thanks for joining. I appreciate it immensely. And I will catch you in the next episode. Take care.